Welcome back to Code Glancer. In today's video, we are going to see how to create the sequence diagram for interview scheduler. So let's start the today's video. So what will happen? Let's say this is HR, any company HR. So she will fill some details. So what are the details she will fill? We have already discussed about these, like she will fill a candidate name, candidate email, candidate experience, and who is going to take the interview, against what talent this interview is going to be scheduled, and what is the meeting link. So all of these details will be filled. So if you see here, instead of taking the candidate name, scheduler name, and all these fields individually, I am taking those email ID, because these candidates, scheduler is nothing but user, interviewer, talent, all these attributes are already created. So basically what will happen, when she will open the portal, she will get all of these values from the http response by using some kinds of API. Okay, so instead of taking the payload with lot of details, we are just taking the email ID. Okay, so let's start the flow now. So when first of all she will click on the submit button, what will happen, it will first come to the interview scheduler, right? So what interview scheduler will do, first of all it will take this request body, and it will call the interview service. So now if you see candidate email ID, so first of all what we have to do, so we have to call the user based on, first of all we have to call the candidate to get the details of the candidate. So this is the first step. Okay, so in first step what are the things happening, it is first calling the find candidate using the candidate service based on the email ID. So what it will give, it will give the details of the candidate. So once we have a detail, we can know what is the name of the candidate, what is the phone number of candidate. So each and every details we can know here. Okay, once we have a candidate detail, who is the schedule, next is what, scheduler email ID. That's why we are calling find by scheduler email. So this will call the user service, and it will give the detail about who is scheduler, like HR detail or something. Next, in the next step, what it is doing, it is calling the interviewer. Okay, find interviewer. So with the email ID, it will find the interviewer, so that we will get the what is the interviewer name, what is the interviewer, okay, phone number, and each and every detail whatever is stored in the system, it will come to interview service. Okay, once interviewer is also find, then we have to find the talent detail. Talent details means what is the talent ID, what is the talent name, and what is the manager name, and what is the requirement. So all of these talent details service will give you. Okay, so once you have the talent details, so necessary details are now came here. So once it find it, so in the interview DTO, it will set all other details, and finally it will call the interview a repository here. So once it is calling the interview repository, it will save into the database. It means it will create the interview record into the database, like interview table. Okay, so with this flow will be completed. So whatever the details we have save into the database. So once we save everything into the database, what will happen next? So we have to inform the interviewer also and interviewee also, like we have to inform the candidate. Okay, so in this case, for informing them, what is the method we can use, we can use the send email service. So that's why there is one send email service here. So once the interview is saved into the database, so if you see in this step, we have the detail of the candidate using this. In this step we have the scheduler detail, and we have interviewer detail, and we have a talent detail also. So all these details are available in this in this step. So this is step number 1, this is step number 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are some steps. So in the step number second, a lot of things are happening. It is gathering the data from other services, okay, storing into the database, and here in this step with time it is sending email. So what email it will send? It will format one email with the details of the candidate, with the details of the scheduler, with the details of interviewer, and against what talent. All these detail it will fill in one email DTO, and one email will be sent to the all of those person. Some of them will be direct in two of the email, some of will be in CC, and so okay. So in this way we will send the interview detail to the candidate, interviewer, as well as scheduler of this interview. So if you see, this is one step by step as well as time by time. So see here, in one first step it is gathering the candidate detail, in the second step it is gathering the scheduler, in third it is gathering the interviewer, in fourth it is gathering the okay talent, in fifth it is saving into the database, in seven it is sending the email, right? So all of these are happening not only the step by step but also after some time. So this is like first time happening, then second time this is happening. That's why this is called, okay, sequence diagram. So each and everything is happening into the sequence. It's not like first I will send the email and then I will find the scheduler. No, this is going to be wrong. Okay, that's why this is called okay, that's why it is called sequencing. So why do we need these kind of sequence diagram? Of course this question will come to your mind. So sequence diagram is very much needed to understand any API functionality in one glance, right? So if you want to see what how I am going to implement this functionality into the code, it's better to create one sequence diagram which will tell you in which step you are going to do what. Okay, so basically it mitigates all the problems that can come while writing the code. So if someone is basically from the business person will also create these kind of sequence diagram. Business person means I am talking about the business analyst BA, who gives you the requirement of your application. Okay, or maybe the client will give you these kind of sequence diagram, and as a developer you have to understand in which steps what is happening, and with this you have to write the code. Okay, so with this I am concluding this video. In the next video we are going to see how these steps can be implemented into the Java code, and finally how I will expose one post API for scheduling the interview. In that video I am also going to discuss how I can maintain the post in post mapping as a idempotent, because post is not idempotent method, right? So all of these things we are going to discuss in the next video. So if you find this video informative, kindly do like and subscribe and share with your friend so that it will reach to maximum person and they will also get benefited. Thank you for watching this channel. Bye.